Quickly join the class. Good evening, everybody. Quickly join the class. Join the class quickly. Good evening. Yes. Good evening. Today we'll discuss about the second part of motion and measurement. Quickly join the class. Join it quickly. Join it quickly. Join the class quickly. Very good evening, everybody. Very good evening. Quickly join the class. Join the class quickly. Yes, quickly join the class. Today we'll discuss about the second part of the motion and measurement. In the first class, already we have discussed regarding the physics, regarding the science, regarding the measurements. So today we'll discuss about more the distances, length, mass, time. So already we have discussed about the systems of measurement. Systems of measurement like FPS system, CGS system, MKS system, SI systems, system of international. And already we have discussed about the fundamental units, derived units. So the SI unit of length, mass, time, temperature, current already been explained earlier in the previous class. So just we'll recall it, recapitulate what already we have learned in the previous class in this chapter of motion and measurement. Then we'll go for the next what else are there in this chapter regarding the measurement. Then after completion of the measurement part, we'll discuss about the motion, rest, types of motion. Everything will be explained one by one, but you have to watch all the videos till the end to get the total complete concept of this chapter, because we know concept is power. If we know the concept well, then any question comes in the examination as well in other parts, we can solve it quickly. So concept is the power. Now let's see, in the previous class already we have discussed about the systems of measurement, what is science, what is physics, what is physical quantity, what are fundamental quantities, what are derived quantities. So today we'll discuss about the measurement of length. Measurement of length. So length. First measurement of length. Length. Or we can say distances. Distances. So length or distances. Distance means length. Length means distance means length. Length means distance. So here we are using, we know the SI unit. We know it. SI unit of length is meter. Already we have discussed about this. SI unit of length is meter. So what else units are there? What else units are there which are related to length? So units, multiples. Multiples. Multiples means bigger units. Multiple means bigger units. Sub multiples. Sub multiples means multiple units. Multiples. So larger unit. What? Meter. Then your decameter, hectometer, hectometer, then kilometer. Okay, sub multiples, we can say meter sub multiples, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter. Generally, out of these multiples and sub multiples, we use 3 units basically in our day-to-day life. We use 3 units. What are they? cm, mm, km. cm for centimeter, mm millimeter, km kilometer. So these three we are using in our day-to-day life, but other units are also there: millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, then meter, then decameter, hectometer, kilometer. These are, by multiplying 10 10 10 we can get the next unit. What 10 10 10? What is the relation? What 10 10 10? That means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Why? Because 1 meter is 10 decimeter. 1 meter is 10 decimeter is equal to 100 centimeter is equal to 1000 millimeter. 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter is equal to 100 centimeter is equal to 1000 millimeter. Similarly, we know generally what we are converting: 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So these 3 units are commonly used in mathematics, in physics. Other units like decimeter, hectometer, decameter are not commonly used, but the units are there. Other than that, that means, can you say that kilometer is the largest unit of length? Kilometer is the largest unit of length? No. Other largest unit of lengths are also there. Then what are the other units of length? Other units of length. Other units of length. So what are? Number 1, we can say light year. So light year is one of the most important unit to measure the distance or to measure the length. Number 2, parsec. It is larger than light year. How much larger? 3.262 times of the light year. So let me clean this one, then I'll write it. So one by one I'll tell everything regarding the units of length. So first of all, see, we are telling we know about millimeter, centimeter, kilometer, but we do not know about light year. So light year, note it down. The distance traveled by light. Light means generally sunlight. The distance traveled by light in 1 year in vacuum or space. So the distance traveled by light in 1 year in vacuum. But you remember, the motto of this class is to prepare you for IIT foundation. That means from the very beginning level, your concept will be so clear that any question will come, you can face it. So my motto is to prepare you for the upcoming days for IIT foundations. So everything I will tell what is required. Now the distance traveled by light in 1 year in vacuum. Then what is the speed of light? Now say speed of light. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That means the light travels 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter in 1 second. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter in 1 second. So next is, if I'll tell about the 1 year, then in 1 year, the distance traveled by light is equal to how much? 1 year is how much days? 365 days. 1 day is 24 hours into 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds into 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So such a long calculation. This is 1 year 365 days. 1 day 24 hours. 1 hour 60 minutes. 1 minute 60 seconds. Because already given meter per second into 3 into 10 to the power 8. 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So what is the value is coming exactly? Value is coming, that is equal to your 9.4608 into 10 to the power how much? 15 meter. Okay. So what is this? 9.4608 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So you just remember the distance traveled by light in 1 year in vacuum is called light year. For your class, this much is important. But you will say this is light year. Light year. Now you will say parsec. 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 That is equal to 3.262 light year. Light year. Or shortly written as LY. LY. Light year. Abbreviated as LY. Light year. LY. Abbreviated. Shortly written as LY. So, parsec. 1 parsec. 1 parsec. 1 parsec is equal to 3.262 light year. Light year means the distance traveled by light in 1 year in vacuum. Okay. Now, can you say that, sir, light year is not the largest distance of the length? Parsec is the largest distance. No. Another unit is there, which is the largest unit of length. So, the largest unit of length is what? That is your yotometer. That is your what? Yotometer. 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 So, yotometer. Yotometer. The largest unit of length is yotometer. Then 1 yotometer. Yotometer is equal to 10 to the power 24 meter. 10 to the power 24 meter. Yotometer is 10 to the power 24 meter. So, as far our knowledge is concerned, as far the science is concerned, as far the physics is concerned, the largest unit of length is yotometer. So, parsec, light year are the smaller unit as compared to what? Yotometer. But larger unit as compared to kilometer. As compared to kilometer. So, these are all standard units. These are all standard units of length. Now, question arises. Sir, can you say that millimeter is the smallest unit? Millimeter is the smallest unit of measuring length. No. Millimeter is not the smallest unit of measuring length. Other units are also there which can measure less than millimeter. Then what are the units? Micrometer. Milli then micro, nano, pico, femto, atto. So other units are also there. Micrometer, nanometer. So regarding the other units, smaller units, you will read in higher classes. So regarding Higher classes, you will read about the giga, mega, exa, peta, tera, different what? Super units, bigger units, larger units. So we can say, so the units what are related to the length are light year, parsec and yotometer. But some units which are related to length but are not standard unit, then what are the other units which are related to length but not used as standard unit? So let us see about it. Okay, now one by one I will tell about the units. Okay, so other units, very good, you know it. So other units are, first of all, now one, you know, inch, inch, foot, inch, foot. So inch, foot, 1 foot is 12 inch, 1 foot is 12 inch. In your scale, one side centimeter is given, other side foot is given, foot is also given, so you will see it. So inch, foot. Okay, another one is mile, kilometer. In the previous time we are using the unit mile to measure distance, mile. So these are non-standard units. Other are there, I will tell. Non-standard units, standard units of length, non-standard unit. Then fourth one, what I will tell, fourth one is the phantom. Phantom. So what is phantom? What is phantom? Distance between the outstretched arms. The distance, suppose you will just keep it, arms, arm position. So distance between the outstretched arms is phantom. Now other unit is there. What is your span? Hand span. We are using hand span. Okay, distance between, this is the distance between the thumb and the end of little finger. The distance between the thumb and the little finger. Thumb, this is thumb. Thumbs up. Thumb, little finger, this one little finger. Show the distance from this to this. This is the distance. Little finger, thumb to little finger. So hand span. So this is called span, or we can say hand span. This is also non-standard unit of length. Phantom, span, non-standard unit of length. Then what else? See. So first of all, let me remove this one. Okay, very good. Pankaj, very good evening. Okay, now cubit. Next one is cubit. So what is cubit? So length of forearm. What is forearm? Cubit, length of forearm. This is forearm. Arm, forearm. This is forearm. Length of forearm is called cubit. Now next one is yard. So yard, we are using this in previously Britishers are using this yard unit. Okay, so what is yard? Distance from nose to the thumb of outstretched arm. Okay, outstretched arm. So nose, this is the nose part, nose one, outstretched arm, nose to this one, nose to this one. So this is called one yard. Okay, now these are the units what we were using earlier. In the earlier days, these units are very common in our day-to-day life. But now we are using standard units. Okay. So why? The question arises in our mind. Why handspan is not used as a standard unit of length? Now the question arises. See the question. This question most of the times comes in the examination. For examination point of view, we'll see the question is like this. Why question? Why handspan is not used as a standard unit of length? Question. Why handspan is not used as a standard unit of length? Handspan, you know handspan, this is from the thumb to the little finger, distance between the thumb and the little finger is the handspan, not used as a standard unit. Why? Because if you stretch your what? Span, your friend's span, your mother's span, your father's span, whole size will be different. Not of equal length, not of equal distances. So, we can say the answer is the length of handspan varies from person to person, so it does not give an accurate measurement. As the length of the handspan varies from person to person, so it does not give an accurate measurement. Hence is not used as a standard unit of length. Because if we are measuring by using handspan, we will get different length. Your father will measure, will get different length. Your mother will measure, will get different length. So that will vary from person to person. So accurate data or accurate length is not possible to obtain. So we can say it is a non-standard unit and we are not using it as standard unit of length. Okay. Now, so we are using different instruments, devices to measure length. Instrument or device, we can say device to instrument or devices. Instruments or devices used to measure length. Instruments or devices used to measure length. But number one, very common, scale. Scale, or you can say ruler. It is very common for you because in your geometry box it is present scale. This is a 15 centimeter scale. This is a 15 centimeter scale. Another larger one is also there, available in the market, 30 centimeter scale. So this is also used to measure length. How it is used to measure length, I will tell after this. Then next one is measuring tape. Measuring tape. Who uses measuring tape? Suppose you are going to the tailor. So the tailor will measure the chest, arm, everything by using a measuring tape. Carpenters, masons, they are also using measuring tapes to just measure the distance or length. Now meter rod. Meter rod. The cloth merchants use the meter rod to measure the length of the cloth. The cloth merchants use the meter rod to measure the length of the clothes, like 1 meter 20 centimeter, 2 meter 30 centimeter, like this. So they use meter rods. Okay. Now next we are using vernier caliper. Calipers. Vernier calipers, a new word for you. A new word for you. Vernier calipers. So in scale we can measure up to millimeter. In scale we can measure up to millimeter. But in vernier calipers we can measure up to 1/10 of millimeter. It can measure up to 1/10 of millimeter. Centimeter we can say 1/10 of millimeter. Okay. So 1/10 of millimeter. Here we can measure up to 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. So in higher class you know about all this. That is called least count. Least count. Least count. The least measurement that can be taken accurately by an instrument is called its least count. So least count. Least count. Least count. The minimum measurement that can be taken accurately by using an instrument is called its least count. Least count. Least count. The minimum measurement that can be taken accurately by using an instrument. So in scale we can measure up to millimeter, 1 millimeter. So least count of the scale 1 millimeter. Least count of the vernier caliper 1/10 of millimeter. Now screw gauge. So have you seen screw gauge? Now see, this is the screw gauge. Screw gauge, screw gauge, screw gauge is there. So this is screw gauge. We can see this is the ratchet. You can open it. See, we can open it, and now this can be closed. So things are kept inside it. Now you will suppose this pen, I will keep it here. Screw gauge will here put, this is the diameter. I can find out the diameter of this pen by using this. So now by using this screw gauge I can find out the diameter. Now say, I can measure the diameter of this pen by using this screw gauge. So this way, this is the screw gauge. And more about the screw gauge, more about the vernier calipers, you will read in higher classes in the chapter of measurement. Okay. So now, so regarding vernier caliper and screw gauge, you will read in higher class. Now, what else? How can we measure the length accurately by using a scale or ruler? Let us see what we should do at the time of measuring length by using a ruler. Okay. So now, suppose you want to measure the length of any one paper sheet or cardboard. Suppose this is the line segment. This to this. AB. AB. Now AB is equal to dash centimeter. Okay. So how we'll measure it? We'll measure it by using a scale. Now see, this is the scale, this is the scale. Now zero mark of the scale. Here, scale, I'll put the scale here. Now this is the scale. Here will be the zero mark starting. This will be coincide. Already this part I have explained in mathematics. But now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this up to 10 because I have taken half of this scale. I will take 15. Then I have to expand it. So it will be up to 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now here, whenever I am going to measure the length of this line segment, the position of the eye position, this is correct eye position. We'll say here the eye position, here we'll see here the eye position of the eye. Which one is correct? This one is correct. So now see, at the time of measuring length, the eye must be vertically above the mark where reading is to be taken. That means at the time of measuring length, the eye must be vertically above. This is the correct position. This is wrong position. This is wrong position. So eye must be vertically above the point where reading is to be taken. But two things you have to remember. Two more things you have to remember. But the zero mark of the scale must coincide with the starting point. Zero mark of the scale must coincide. Zero mark of the scale. Now I'll take one example to show you. Suppose I want to measure the length of this breadth of cardboard. Cardboard I have taken. So now here, see how I'll measure 0, 0. Now see here. First 0 mark will coincide with the starting point. 0 mark, 0 mark, 0, 0, 0 mark. 0 mark will coincide, 0, 0. Then I'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.56. 6.6. So here I'll see 0. Here will 0, 0 will coincide. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then how much lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I must be vertically above. So we are seeing here like this. Not straight. I am writing in the board. So I am looking this way. So you are writing in the copy. So you should look this way. downwards. Your eye must be vertically above the mark where reading is to be taken. So according to this, this is your 6.6 centimeter. So here also we got it. This is your 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter. Otherwise, there will be an error. Parallax. So the error caused due to wrong position of the eye, and the error caused due to wrong position of the eye and thickness of ruler while measuring length is called parallax. So note it down. What is parallax? The error caused due to wrong position of the eye, and thickness of ruler or scale while measuring length is called parallax. So we can avoid parallax. By keeping our eye just vertically above the point where reading is to be taken. Okay. So now regarding the different things already we have explained. Now suppose you want to measure the length of a let's say curve line, the thickness of a page of book, thickness of a coin, that is come in length in centimeter, millimeter. So unit of length will come. Details about the measurement of thickness of page of a book, thickness of a coin, how to measure a curve line using thread, using divider, and regarding the measurement of mass, measurement of time, measurement of temperature will be explained in the next class. So see you in the next class. Thanks for watching. Keep watching my videos so that your concept will be clear and you will be self-confident to appear any examination with confidence. Thank you again.